Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm so glad you're here today because we're going to talk about something really important, something that many of you have probably experienced or are experiencing right now. Maybe you've noticed that getting up from your favorite chair isn't as easy as it used to be. Maybe you need to push down hard with your arms or rock back and forth a few times before you can stand. Maybe when you walk, your feet feel heavy, almost like they're dragging, or perhaps you've caught yourself stumbling over nothing, grabbing onto furniture or walls for balance, and maybe, just maybe, there's a little fear in the back of your mind about falling. But here's the truth. It's not too late to turn it around. You can rebuild your strength, regain your balance, and move with confidence again. Over the next 30 minutes, we'll uncover what's really happening to your body after 60 and how you can fix it naturally. We'll talk about the right foods to fuel your muscles, the key vitamins that protect your bones, and simple, gentle exercises you can do right at home to stop falls before they happen. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's begin your journey to a stronger, steadier, and more confident you. Let's take a moment to understand what's really happening inside your body. After we hit 60, our bodies go through some very real changes. It's not your imagination, and it's not weakness on your part. It's biology, but biology that we can work with. The first thing that happens is something called sarcopenia. Now, that's just a fancy medical word for muscle loss. Starting around age 30, we all begin to lose a small amount of muscle mass each decade, maybe 3 to 8%. But after 60, this process speeds up. Your leg muscles, especially, start to lose their strength and size. This is why standing up from a chair becomes harder. Your muscles simply aren't as powerful as they used to be. Your thighs, your calves, the very muscles that help you stand up, walk, and keep steady. When those muscles weaken, everyday things like getting out of a chair, climbing stairs, or stepping off a curb start to feel harder. That's why you push off with your arms or rock yourself forward just to stand. It's not because you're lazy, it's because your muscles simply don't have the same power they used to. But muscle loss isn't the whole story. Your balance system, a brilliant network between your eyes, ears, nerves, and brain, starts to slow down too. Inside your inner ear are tiny sensors that act like your body's GPS. They tell your brain where you are in space. But as you age, those signals become fuzzier, slower. It's like your brain's Wi-Fi connection gets a little laggy. The messages still come through, just not fast enough to keep you perfectly steady. Then there are your joints. Over time, the soft cartilage that cushions your knees and hips starts to wear down, just like the tread on a tire. And the fluid that keeps them lubricated, that silky movement you once took for granted, there's less of it now. That's why your joints feel stiff when you first stand up in the morning or after sitting for too long. They literally have to warm up before they move smoothly again. And finally, your bones. They may look solid, but they're living tissue, constantly breaking down and rebuilding. After 60, and especially after menopause for women, bones lose density faster than they rebuild. That's what doctors call osteopenia or osteoporosis. It's why a fall that once gave you a bruise could now lead to a fracture. Your bones have simply become more fragile. Now you might be thinking, well, that's just aging. What can I do? But please, listen closely to this part. Study after study has shown that people in their 70s, 80s, even their 90s, yes, 90s, can rebuild muscle, regain balance, and walk tall again. In fact, a recent Dutch study involving participants aged 84 to 90 found that after 12 weeks of resistance training, the older group made greater muscle mass and strength gains than a younger control group. Your body, right now, still holds the power to grow stronger. It just needs the right fuel, the right nutrients, and the right kind of movement. There are people who, at 65, couldn't get out of a chair without help. And by 70, they're dancing, hiking, playing with their grandchildren. That's not luck. That's what happens when you give your body what it needs, because strength isn't lost forever. It's simply waiting to be rebuilt. Now let's talk about the first and most powerful tool in your rebuilding toolkit, food. What you eat doesn't just fill you up, it literally builds you. Every bite you take can either make you weaker or stronger. And here's the best part. We're not talking about expensive superfoods or complicated meal plans. We're talking about simple, everyday foods you can find in any grocery store. Foods that help your body heal, rebuild, and thrive. Let's start with the star of the show, protein. If there's one nutrient that can completely change how strong you feel, this is it. Your muscles are made of protein. Every single movement, from standing up to walking, depends on it. If you weigh around 70 kilograms, about 155 pounds, aim for 70 to 85 grams of protein a day. That's about 1 to 1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight. It sounds like a lot, but let's break it down. 2 eggs equals 12 grams. 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt equals 15 to 20 grams. A palm-sized piece of chicken or fish equals 25 to 30 grams. 1 cup of beans or lentils equals 15 grams. Half a cup of cottage cheese equals 14 grams. 1 protein smoothie equals 20 to 30 grams. The key is to spread it out through the day, around 20 to 30 grams per meal, so your body always has the fuel it needs to rebuild. Think of it like feeding a construction crew. If you only send them supplies once a day, the work slows down. When it comes to quality, not all proteins are equal. Animal proteins, meat, fish, eggs, dairy, are complete, meaning they contain all the essential amino acids your body needs. If you're vegetarian or vegan, you can still get everything you need by combining foods like rice and beans or lentils with grains. Together, they form a complete protein source. Healthy fats are joint protectors. For decades, fat got a bad reputation. We were told to avoid it, but now we know the truth. The right fats are your body's best friend. Healthy fats protect your joints, keep your hormones balanced, and reduce inflammation. Here's what to focus on. Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel, rich in omega-3s, powerful inflammation fighters. Try to eat them 2 to 3 times a week. Extra virgin olive oil, drizzle it on vegetables or salads. Aim for 2 tablespoons a day. Nuts and seeds, almonds, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, just a small handful daily, about 1/4 cup is enough. Ground flax seeds, 1 tablespoon added to yogurt, oatmeal, or smoothies can do wonders for joint health and digestion. Smart carbohydrates are your energy source. Carbs aren't the enemy, they're your energy source. But the type of carbs matters. Choose complex carbohydrates, the slow-burning kind that keep your energy steady all day long. Great choices include oatmeal, brown rice, quinoa, whole grain bread or pasta, sweet potatoes, barley. Avoid refined carbs, white bread, pastries, soda, and sugary snacks because they spike your blood sugar, drain your energy, and increase inflammation. Think of them as empty fuel. They burn fast and leave you feeling tired and hungry again. Hydration, the forgotten essential. Here's a secret few people talk about. Dehydration is one of the silent causes of weakness and dizziness in older adults. As we age, our sense of thirst becomes less reliable. You might not feel thirsty even when your body is craving water. When you're even slightly dehydrated, your muscles lose power, your coordination slips, and your balance suffers. It can even make you feel foggy or lightheaded. Aim for 6 to 8 glasses of water every day. If you're exercising or it's a hot day, drink more. Herbal teas, green tea, and even coffee count toward your fluid intake. Just remember, coffee and black tea are mild diuretics, so balance them with extra water. Anti-inflammatory foods are healing heroes. Inflammation is one of the biggest reasons people feel stiff, sore, or slow. But you can cool it down naturally with food. Here are your top anti-inflammatory allies. Berries, blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, blackberries. 1 cup a day keeps inflammation low and energy high. Leafy greens, spinach, kale, Swiss chard, collard greens, they're nature's vitamin powerhouses. Turmeric, add it to soups, rice, or tea. Just remember to pair it with black pepper. It helps your body absorb curcumin, turmeric's active compound. Ginger, fresh or in tea, great for your joints and digestion. Green tea, packed with antioxidants called catechins. Try 2 or 3 cups daily, hot or cold. To sum it up, if you want your body to rebuild strength, move with confidence, and fight off inflammation, here's your simple daily formula. Eat protein at every meal. Add healthy fats for your joints. Choose complex carbs for steady energy. Stay hydrated all day. And fill your plate with anti-inflammatory foods like berries, greens, and tea. Do this consistently, and you'll be amazed at how quickly your body starts responding, because food isn't just fuel, it's medicine. The exercises that will change your life movement is medicine, and it works at any age. You can eat well and take smart supplements, but nothing rewires strength and balance like movement. The good news, your body is still listening. Even in your 70s, 80s, and 90s, you can build muscle, sharpen balance, and protect your independence. If you have heart disease, diabetes, severe arthritis, or recent surgery, check with your doctor before starting. Let's start with the single most important exercise for making it easier to get up from a chair. It's called the sit to stand or chair squat. Here's how it works. Sit in a sturdy chair, cross your arms over your chest, and then stand up without using your hands. That's important. Don't push up with your hands. Use just your leg muscles. Then lower yourself back down slowly and with control. Do this 10 times, rest for a minute, and repeat for 3 sets. Next, wall squats. Stand with your back against a wall and slide down until your knees are bent at about 45 to 90 degrees. Hold this position for 10 to 30 seconds, then slide back up. This builds incredible strength in your thighs. Do this 5 times. Calf raises are crucial for ankle strength and balance. Stand holding onto a counter for balance. Rise up onto your toes. Hold for a second, then lower slowly. Do 15 repetitions, 3 sets. Strong calves and ankles make stumbling much less likely. For leg extensions, sit in a chair and straighten one leg out in front of you. Hold it there for 5 seconds, then lower it slowly. Do 10 repetitions on each leg, 3 sets. This strengthens the front of your thighs. Marching in place is simple but effective. Hold on to a counter for support. Lift your knees high, alternating legs. Do this for 30 seconds. Rest. Repeat 3 times. This strengthens your hip flexors, the muscles that lift your legs when you walk. Now let's talk about balance exercises. These are just as important as strength exercises because they train your body to catch itself when you stumble. Heel-to-toe walk trains your balance in motion. Walk in a straight line, placing your heel directly in front of the toes of your other foot like you're walking on a tightrope. Put your arms out for balance. Do 10 steps forward, turn around, 10 steps back. Side leg raises strengthen the muscles on the outside of your hips, which are critical for balance. Stand holding a counter, lift one leg straight out to the side, keeping your body straight. Don't lean, lower slowly. 10 times on each side, 3 sets. Back leg raises work the muscles in your buttocks and lower back. Stand holding a counter, lift one leg straight back without leaning forward. 10 times each side, 3 sets. And finally, gentle stretching. Hold each stretch for 30 seconds, never bounce, and breathe deeply. Stretch your calves, your thighs, your hips, your back. Start slow. If you can only do 5 sit-to-stands instead of 10, that's fine. Do 5. If you can only balance on one leg for 5 seconds, that's where you start. Progress gradually. What matters is consistency, not intensity. Doing a little bit every day is infinitely better than doing a lot once and then nothing for weeks. Conclusion, your stronger tomorrow starts today. So let's bring it all together. We've covered a lot in this video, from why your legs feel weaker and your balance less steady, to how nutrition, supplements, and simple movements can turn that around. You've learned why protein is the foundation of your strength, how healthy fats and complex carbs keep your body moving smoothly, and why hydration and anti-inflammatory foods help your joints and energy stay at their best, and the exercises that rebuild your muscles and retrain your balance. Now, I know that's a lot of information, but don't worry, let's simplify it. If you remember just 3 things, let them be these. 1. Eat protein at every meal, whether it's eggs, yogurt, chicken, fish, or beans. Give your body the building blocks it needs to rebuild muscle. After 60, protein isn't optional. It's your body's repair material. 2. Do sit-to-stands every day. This one exercise can change your life. It directly strengthens the muscles that help you stand, walk, and live independently. Start with what you can, 3, 5, 10, and add a little more each week. 3. Practice balancing on one leg. Stand near your counter, hold on lightly, and lift one foot for as long as you can. Do it every day. This single habit trains your body to catch itself, dramatically reducing your risk of falling. Do these 3 things consistently and you will get stronger. People in their 70s, 80s, even 90s have rebuilt muscle, regained balance, and reclaimed their freedom. They didn't do it overnight, and they didn't do it perfectly. They did it with small steps, taken every day. So trust the process, be patient with yourself, stay consistent. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. And remember, you're not getting older, you're getting stronger.